Can I ask you, is your life not how you want it? Is there something missing in your personal relationships, in your working life? Do you feel like you work really hard but the results just don't seem to match your efforts? Do you feel like you're holding yourself back, that there's something more that you want to do, but no matter how hard you try, you just can't break through this kind of invisible barrier? Do you feel held back by the past, by old hurts and wounds that don't let you live fully right now? Do you play with the law of attraction, but sometimes it's more like the law of frustration? Are you hounded by negative thoughts in your mind that tell you that you're not good enough and that you can't achieve the things that you want? Would you love to feel more like this? Jumping for joy, increased flow and ease in your life, better problem-solving capacity, more harmony, greater intimacy, more clarity of thought, peace of mind, really filled with joy, feeling like you're here, doing what you're here to do, really loving your life, all areas of your life, and feeling completely fulfilled? Well, if you'd like more of that, then you're in the right place. Hi, my name's Wendy Harrington, and 13 years ago my life dramatically changed when I had a critical illness and a near-death experience. And what it showed to me was that there was way more to us than we can see. Much, much, much more. And it's been an incredible journey since, which has really taken me to the depth of my emotions, to the depth of my sorrow, to the depths of my suffering, looking at my past, and really realising that I am none of those things and neither are you. And that what I want to share with you is how you can break through all the things that are holding you back from being your full self, from being happy every day, filled with joy, doing what you love in the world, making a difference, really loving your life. And that is absolutely possible for you, as it's been possible for me and others that I've been working with. So this is a series of 4 videos. I'm going to give you lots of great content, lots of information that you can start using straight away. And I am going to share with you at the end of it a program for those of you that want to take it further and really want to, you know that this is right for you, to help you break out of where you've been stuck. Because obviously if you've been stuck for a long time or for your lifetime, a series of 3 or 4 videos is not going to make a massive difference. It's certainly going to give you some tools and techniques which will help you to start moving now. But what is necessary often is support. So some of you will get everything you need from those videos, which is amazing. But for those of you that want to take it further, I'm going to share with you at the end of the videos how you can do that. And it's a program that I've created from working with my one-to-one clients. I've made an online program which is called 6 Weeks to Super SelfWorth, which takes you through the things that we'll be covering in these videos in a lot deeper detail in order to help you really break through, and I'm going to give you the support with that. But I am going to share great content with you. I'm absolutely not going to keep it all a secret, because to me my passion is to share this information with as many people as I can. Because to be honest, it is time for us to break out of our suffering. We've done it for long enough. It is time for us to really connect with our authentic spirit, soul, and start living from that place. Because I really believe in world peace, but I believe it starts with each and every one of us. I don't believe that it's anything that we do on the outside of us. I believe it comes from the inside of us, and that I can make a difference by being peaceful in myself. You can make a difference by being peaceful in yourself. And what I love now is the space that I have in my mind that has arisen through practicing these things and using these techniques. That I laugh sometimes, it's like a mental flatline, there's nothing there. It is an amazing place, just this sense of miraculousness, joy, expansion, and that is what I want to share with you. That's my aim, that's my mission. So the first thing I'm going to share with you is the cycle of blame. This is where the past gets a hold of us and it keeps us stuck. And I'm going to help you to kind of start to see yourself a little bit differently, to move out of the analysis and instead really come into the feelings, really come into the emotions, and how actually it's when we start to really access all those emotions that we've suppressed and begin to allow them, where we really begin to find some movement. So let's go and look at that now. We're going to look at the cycle of blame. Here's the cycle of blame, and this is all about seeing yourself differently and starting to experience yourself with your emotions rather than just your intellectual thoughts. And so what the cycle says here is that there is an event that will happen to you in your life, and that when that event happens we have certain emotions around that event. And where we can't fully process our emotions, what happens is it's almost like those emotions get trapped. So when we feel uncomfortable, so there is internal discomfort, which actually if we can fully feel that, then that means that whole experience will be fully done. So for example, if something happens and I feel guilty, if I can fully allow that guilt, then and return to peace, then that whole scenario will be done. If I can't, what happens is it's like it gets put in a box, and that feeling is suppressed. And then what happens is we enter into this cycle where we just go round and round. And then what happens is that something similar will occur, another outside event similar will occur, and will trigger not only the emotion for that particular scenario, but for the past scenario as well, which explains why sometimes we explode completely over something quite minor. Is because there's lots kicking around, lots of energy kicking around in our systems. And then so the outside event will happen, and there is an emotional charge. So as we're saying, that's what we got stuck there. That it gets triggered. Then we feel this awful feeling again. So let's stay with guilt. So if it's guilt, again, if we can feel it here, then we will be released, and we will be free, and we will be spontaneous, and we will be joyous, and we will be in the moment. How many of us are like that? Whereas actually what tends to happen is that, again, all we do is we just suppress it again. And then we stay in this sort of cycle of suppression, if you like. And what happens with that is when you suppress your energy, you can actually end up getting things like depression, anxiety, feeling very flat, chronic fatigue. It's like this suppression of energy. You're suppressing your life force. Does that make sense to you? So the way out is to feel. And this is what I want to be sharing with you, right? The way out is not to think, like we've been trying to do for many years now. The way out is to feel. And there is some thought, and there is some openness, and there is some sharing of what happened. So I'm not saying that we don't think about the things that have happened. But the bit that we're suppressing is the feelings, and that's the bit that has got us stuck. So this is the cycle of blame, and if you really want to start making those shifts you want in your life, then you're going to have to start feeling, and you're going to start allowing those feelings which have got suppressed and locked in your system. There's the cycle of blame, and this is what it means when it says, life's challenges are a gift. So those things that trigger you, those experiences, those people that trigger you are absolutely a gift in order for you to release that trapped emotion from your body, to get okay with that trapped emotion. So how do we do that? Because obviously that's kind of tricky, isn't it? Because we've not been experiencing our emotions for a long time. How do we start to do that? So I'm going to share that with you in the next video. I'm going to share with you my 7-step emotional processing technique that I used, and it started to help me to really move through my emotions. So just what I'm going to ask you to do now is pop your details in the box, and then I will send you a link to the next video which shares my 7-step emotional processing technique. I'm also going to be sharing with you what I see as the #1 secret to you living an inspired life, and I'm going to share that with you in the next video as well. And I'm going to be sharing some other tools. I'm going to be sharing my 5 core principles that I live by that really move you out of being a victim into being fully empowered. Because so many of us are giving away our power. Are you giving away your power? Because you're making things about things on the outside of you, things that other people have done to you. And it's not to say, right, that you haven't had some awful experiences. I'm not trying to diss that in any way. What I'm saying is there is suffering, there is sorrow, there is pain, but there is a way that we can move beyond that, and that is what I want to share with you. Just pop your details in the box in order to receive that next video, which is going to help you move from feeling like tearing your hair out to instead have you jumping for joy and feeling inspired. I look forward to speaking to you again very soon.